Hello YouTube, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying something new. I'm going to be playing 100 days in modded Minecraft. This mod is... it's Cobblemon. Day 1. So, not a lot happened. I ran around, collected resources, collected berries, saw a pretty cool Slowbro, and picked my starter. I chose Turtwig on this one. Normally I would have gone Bulbasaur or Charmander because those two are absolutely the GOAT. But I was I don't know, I just picked him. He was a little guy. So as soon as we spawn in the world, me and my little Turtwig, we got jumped by this Krabby. He ran the ones and man, he knocked Turtwig out. So I I cracked my knuckles and I beat the shit out of that fucking Krabby. He had no audacity. Oh my god, I'm just fumbling over my words because I'm so mad. So I do run around for a little bit, trying to catch my bearings, trying to fix whatever lagging issues I was having. I was really wanting to stream this and have you guys like interact with me as I was doing these days, but I don't have a very good computer and it just led to lagging. It was unenjoyable. So I went ahead and ended the stream and decided to just make the video. So I'm running around, not doing a lot, collecting berries, just trying to gather my bearings, seeing what's going on, seeing what Pokemons are out there, and essentially what I need to do. So that's a lot of what day one was. It honestly wasn't too exciting. I wasn't really able to level up Turtwig much. I'm still trying to get like my bearings. I'm a 20-year-old man. In all honesty, I should not be playing Minecraft. I should not be like, I'm old. I have a career. I have a car. I have a house. Like, why am I doing this? Like, come on, Peter. But yeah, no. So here you see, I decide this is where I'm going to set up camp. There's a good amount of the apricot or whatever, the berry trees that will get me the Pokeballs. There's a good amount of those around. I figured this was a good place to set up. There's nice wildlife. There's bountiful bounce of food and luscious water. It's the land of milk and honey. So after crafting like my tools, I'm like, oh dang, I really did not get a lot done during the day. I tested out Turtwig to see what he does, if he actually attacks mobs or if it's just like Pokemon. And then after seeing him like clobber on a zombie, like shout out to my boy Turtwig, um, he passed out. Unfortunately, I killed the zombie and then decided to do what every good Minecraft player does and dig a hole night one and start setting up my stuff. During this time, I figured out how to craft Pokeballs. I figured out how what I'm needing to kind of progress, and honestly, my end goal was to try to make a revive machine, which I was needing to get a max revive, which I was like, oh my god, how am I going to get that? Still not too sure how I'm going to get that. This is post Peter. Uh, Newsflash, never happens. But I do make pretty good progress for 5 nights. Um, so Turtwig wakes back up. I start mining. I started collecting the resources I need for that revive machine. Um, and yeah, really not too much to commentate on this portion. It's a pretty chill night. I decide, hey, I'm gonna go see what it's like outside, see if the sun's up already or, what's going on. That's when I lock eyes with the Diddler Man on his way to diddle me. And as you can see, I do not take kindly to that. Look at his lustful eyes. But yeah, no, I swiftly knock him out, and then all of a sudden, his friend decides to be like, "Hey, yo, that's my homeboy." So I took an axe to his dome, and then that's when I was like, "Dang, dude, I need food badly." I still do not know how to play Minecraft, but the Lord above had blessed me with a tater. So you can see here I'm setting up the land, the crop land, right? So I decided I needed meat, so I just ran out in the forest hoping to find something to munch on. So as you can see, I find another one of those trees to collect them Pokeballs. So day two was more about me trying to set up more of my living situation, and then that's when I get ran up on by a pack rat. So Turtwig he whips out his fist, he goes 1 2 papa, and then he gets his he gets curb stopped by that pack rat. So I quickly wasted him, give him a whole 1 2 for my boy, and then ran out, continue doing my own stuff. So I run into my base, and after figuring out how to craft Pokeballs, I created Premier Balls and then like these yellow balls, which honestly looked pretty fire. I plant some of those Pokemon trees down, and then yeah, I go out collect more resource. Honestly, not a lot happens. This is day two wasn't really like that eventful. Other than I saw a monkey, I go ooh monkey, and then continue running, trying to find water types for my Turtwig to level up on. But all the water types I see, they ended up being like completely over leveled. Stuff like I wouldn't touch like on my own, let alone let my Turtwig touch. Collecting more berries, ran around a little bit, trying to find more stuff. I was just trying to find Pokemon to catch. I saw that weird fish guy, and I was like, I wonder what he tastes like filleted. I ended up finding sheep. I slaughtered a good portion of them, collected some meat, uh, collected some wool for a bed for my base, and collected more of these berry things. I gotta figure out what they're called, man. Um, so of course it's nighttime, and I'm like, oh okay, well I need to get home, make some progress. I decided to finally make a bed, and I slept. Day three. So honestly, today was probably one of the most eventful of the days so far. I caught myself like one of those little ohos, or I don't know, the silly little bird guys. I figured it's time we start expanding the team. I checked up on the crops, ran around a little bit, and I decided, hey, I want a bee drill. In real life, dude, I kid you not, bees scare me. It's the buzzing. I just can't stand it. And in certain games like Grounded, the mosquitoes, I cannot stand the buzzing. So I don't know why I felt like I should catch this little guy, but I was like, yeah, he has to be on the team. That MFer just would not get in the ball, and it honestly pissed me off. I'm like, you know what, Turtwig, run the ones, beat him up, and Turtwig got poisoned. And this Katsukuna, this little bee guy, this little bug, would not get in the ball. I gave Turtwig a little pat. I was trying to see if I could somehow heal him with the berries I had, but no. Like I said, we really need to get that table up. After running around for a little bit to find Pokemon to kill, I found the little guy, a little crow. And then that's when this Starly was just talking straight up smack. And honestly, me and Turtwig would not let that stand. We got, ran the ones. We were like, all right, put your money where your mouth is. We got full team. We can handle this. Um, so I send out Hoot Hoot because Turtwig was a little, was a little sick because of Kaskuna. I am not saying that correctly. We ended up getting confused on the Starly, which was awesome. Honestly, Hoot Hoot immediately started pulling his weight. And I just sucks that he was in the red. I had no healing items, but I knew we were gonna clutch this up. I ended up switching into Kaskuna because high defense, poison sting. Get poison on this guy and then start setting up some sort of defense, but that didn't happen. Uh, this bird kept evading and kept setting up double team. He ended up evading 90% of the moves. So I was like, all right, bird for bird. Immediately when I did that, my little crow got knocked out. Knocked the fuck out, dude. So I was pissed, sent out hoot hoot. I was like, hoot hoot, use reflect, and hoot hoot. Ugh, he ate the dust. So I figured we're gonna get some heals off with absorb. Turtwig's gonna run the ones. He's gonna go papa, and then we're gonna do a quick but I ended up having to withdraw because he just didn't have enough health. So I whipped out my Cascuna and to get that poison sting. But man, no. Realizing now, if I would have just gone straight for like the tackles, we would have had it. But unfortunately, no. I saw that Starly. The Starly was eyeing me down, and unfortunately, I had to run. My biggest fighters were down. I just pussied out, man. I could not handle the might of that Starly. So I ended up running. One of the trees grew, so I figured the other one was a little bit too close. So I just uprooted it, replanted, and then went in the mines. Honestly, the mines, we digging down, we ended up finding a ravine, and we found a lot of the materials we're needing for the Pokemon table. I also decided to use a wooden pickaxe on a emerald, and I broke the emerald. I'm emerald-less, no stacks. I chatted up with Druid and just kept mining. There were some interesting new ores because of the whole new Pokemon mod. So I went to go check it out. I opened up my menu to see if it told me what day it was. I couldn't quite figure it out. I ended up falling, and then I got ran up by a creeper. So I ran, and then I ran, and then I found iron. It was pretty like there was I ended up getting like I think a total of 17 pieces of iron during this mining excursion. And then it was nighttime, so decided to go ahead and hit the sack. This is the end of day 3. 4, dude, I woke up with a vengeance. I woke up with a hunger, quite literally. I got myself to full health. I gave a pep talk to my team. I said, "Hey, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna beat the shit out of anyone who eyes us wrong," and that we did. We ran up. The first opponent we ran up on was a pack rat. He must have been cousins to the pack rat that kicked our ass the first time. So Turtwig wanted revenge, and man, revenge he got. He bah hit him once, bah hit him twice, absorbed him, sucked up piece of nutrients, got more health, and knocked that motherfucker out. Um, ran around a little bit, just to get once again get a lay of the lands. I really wanted to get a dog, wanted to see what different dogs there were. I saw a level 27 weird freaking squirrel, grabbed some bushes, and then I ran up on a Zigzagoon. He said, "Yo, mama," and I didn't let him finish. I just absorbed, and then his mouth immediately went quiet. I said, "Turtwig, absorb," and knocked that mofo out. He was dead. Saw a Combi. I was thinking about battling him. I'm not a fan of bees, but it was the buzzing that got to me. I just turned tail and ran. Saw this ladybug. I was like, you know what, Rookie, Mister Crow, kick his ass. Kick his ass. He did. Drill pecked him straight through the skull. This is the violence I was wanting my team to have. I saw the hunger. I saw the flame, dude. I saw the motivation. So I let him have another one. I said, hey, you see this ladybug? Drill him. Drill peck. Or, sorry, my bad. Peck him. He doesn't have drill peck yet. My bad. Making assumptions here. Won't happen again. Uh, Rookity? Rookity? He ended up getting confused, so I switched him out with Turtwig, and I just absorbed the little bug. And then it whacked him with the tackle, and down he went. Gave my little guy a little pat, and then just I was trying to find some more water types to train my Turtwig on. I honestly could not find much of anything. We ended up finding this little guy, but Turtwig knocked him out real quickly, so it wasn't really worth mentioning. Turtwig did end up getting poisoned again. So I was trying to figure out how to resolve the poison. We found some more guys to fight. Turtwig really put in the work. You can see the hunger in his eyes. You can see the bloodlust, dude. I found some orange berries. I was like, oh, orange berries. That I could use that to heal my Pokemon, but apparently not. Ran up on some cows, got some food. Really, nothing super important happened. Day 4, really what happened was we went around, we killed a bunch of things, leveled up a couple times. I checked up on the little farm, made sure that it had enough light, and then I found a way to get revives by getting like a healing herb. Just did a little bit of research. Yeah, honestly, pretty boring day. Made a chest, organized the chest a little bit, um, and then just went down in the mines, trying to see what I can find, hoping to find some diamonds or some more iron. But yeah, just dug down a little bit more, found an opening, found like a this ravine thing, fell down, made ladders up, and then found this spider dungeon. It was pretty cool, honestly. Never ran across these whenever like I'm playing with my friends, but I usually don't play super seriously when I play with them anyways. Um, Turtig recovered from his poison, found a Doug Trio. Just you can see him for a small second, and then I found a I crafted a iron pick and found a leaf stone. So shout out to if I get an Eevee, we can get a Leafeon. I got ran up by creeper after creeper, stuck, continued exploring, just trying to find some goodies, trying to find some more stones and or diamonds. I ran into like this scary opening, turntail ran, went straight back up to the surface. I was not dealing with whatever skeletons or mobs that were down there. So running up, um I go to sleep. I find this crafting recipe for a Pokédex. It's that weird stand. I found you could use the the cave roots, and I thought you could just mine them, but apparently you need shears or something. So ran out, and this is day 5. Decided to finally organize my stuff a little bit. I checked to see if I could do anything with the berries. I could not figure that out. Just got some more Pokeballs, ran around, and found this Machoke. Uh, Thought he was pretty cool. Or Machop, my bad. Thought he was pretty cool. He wipes out my entire team. Um, but you guys will see in a second. I was determined to have him. I wanted him on my team, and he punched me in the face. So after throwing a second ball, he was like, "You know what? Fine." So now he's on the team. Say hi to Mr. Machop. Um, put ga- put gays. Put names down in the comments. Whatever you want to name. You know, whether I do like viewers or subscribers. I name these Pokemon. But yeah, no, I decided today was going to be the day I work on the house a little bit. So I collected some more materials, chopped up some wood, and then as you guys can see, I started creating the layout. So after gathering some more logs, after running around just a little bit, I made more of the layout, what it's gonna look like. And yeah, I was planning to have it to be like this big. I don't know. Honestly, I was thinking some maybe like a windmill or like a farmhouse. That's kind of what I was hoping for. But as you guys can see, the layout it looks interesting. So we'll see how it goes. I always create this like whenever I make houses, it's always like this L shape. I don't know why I do that. So um yeah, no, that's pretty much the end of day 5. I finish up putting up the walls or most of the walls and decide, you know what? This is a good place to stop the video. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep and log off.